He just has done horribly on community control. I mean, he had positive screens. He was released. He cut his monitor off. He goes to the hospital after swallowing methamphetamine when he got arrested on that warrant. And then he flees, takes out all of his IVs, and flees from Bethesda North when he was taken there because he had swallowed the methamphetamine. He refused to do an assessment.
Brian Goodyear, we're here for a probation review hearing. Is there a report from probation?
Your Honor, Mr. Krebs was assessed by DeCoach on the 17th of December. He was recommended IOP level of care. There was a concern that he wasn't fully honest with his assessment due to the amount of things he had tested positive for. He was originally placed into our custody. So then Lumiere Healing Centers completed a new assessment, and they recommended PHP level of care. I explained to Mr. Krebs that they had recommended the PHP level and that I would be recommending he complete at least that level of care within Lumiere's housing. Due to his history of absconding from treatment, Mr. Krebs has stated to me that he did not agree with that. He did not believe he needed sober living. He wanted to be placed back in front of you to discuss the matter.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Clark.
Yes, Your Honor. We were here just a few weeks ago, and I thought that we were kind of heading in the IOP direction. Mr. Krebs's girlfriend was here present the last time. I indicated that he had a place to stay with her if he was to get out, but I did acknowledge that he needed treatment, and he acknowledged that as well. That's been an issue in the past. He's trying to move forward. I know he's been on Suboxone for the foreseeable past, and it seems to be helping with his addiction issues. So he does not want to get off of that. He's told that if he goes to Lumiere that they would wane him off of that for some reason. But long story short, just to kind of emphasize why I think IOP is appropriate for him is, one, he has a place to stay. Two, he just got a job at IHOP as well. So, and this happened within days, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Happened Saturday.
So I think things are progressing, and I think he can get the treatment he needs at IOP, and I would like to just have him get back into society, be able to contribute, have a job again, and he does have the support from his girlfriend and her family that they're going to live with. So that is why we wanted to recommend IOP instead of an inpatient program at this time.
Anything from the state?
Your Honor, not really much. I just think that, frankly, the assessment really is what should kind of drive the decision making here. And if they, first of all, if he was not truthful in his original assessment, that's a major red flag. And then the recommendations made in the updated assessment, I think, should be followed.
What is his history of substance use, that most recent?
Your Honor, on 11/26 of 2025, he was placed into our custody. He tested positive for methamphetamines, amphetamines, MDMA, marijuana, and buprenorphine. He states he has a prescription. I don't have that verified, but
For what?
For the bupe.
Okay.
For his Suboxone. So he says he has a prescription for it. I just don't have verification of that for that prescription.
But he tested positive for methamphetamine?
And amphetamines and MDMA and THC.
Okay. That was on November 25th?
26th.
26th.
Which is the day he was placed into our custody on his probation violation warrant.
Is there anything you want to say?
Yes. The MDMA, amphetamine, and methamphetamine, that was all, I guess that was what was in my meth that I was using. But I am prescribed. I'm taking subs at the jail right now.
Okay, let's just put that aside.
All right,
It's the methamphetamine.
Yeah, but I partied like for that weekend or right before Thanksgiving because I just lost my job and I slipped up and I was hanging out with the wrong people. I was at a house that I probably shouldn't have been at, and that's when I got arrested. But I ain't hanging out with them people no more. I'm not going around them people. I got a job at IHOP on Saturday. My Brenna's the manager there, and she, over the home wave thing, did an interview with me with the manager, and she said as long as I can get out of jail and prove that I can work, do fast food, which I pretty much worked at every fast food around, that I could be the cook there, and I just want a chance. Like, if I can have a chance on IOP and on probation without having to go to a program and like quit or taper down off my subs and stuff, because my subs are the main reason I'm probably not dead right now, and I just don't want to relapse back on fentanyl, and I don't even want to do meth anymore. Like, I just want better because I want to get custody of my daughter.
Well, it sounds like a lot of wishful thinking there.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to demean you or discount the things you say, and I know the importance. It's the first time I ever heard anybody doing a job interview on home waves. They must be really in need of employees if they're interviewing people in the jail. But Mr. Krebs, the long run is what's going to matter here. I understand you're not going to be able to work probably while you're on this PHP. That's what the recommendation is, right? That's 20 hours a week, right?
Correct.
But maybe you can. Depends on what shift you're on. 20 hours a week is not undoable. If you're doing 20 hours a week and then you're working afternoon shift or whatever, farmers work harder than that. So I wish, if I just said yes to this, I'm second guessing a professional in this case who is using collateral information to verify what you're doing. In other words, if you say I'm not using, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, if they bother to check and find out that you are, then they rely on that in making their opinion. So that's the order of the court, that you complete treatment with PHP level as recommended in the assessment, or you can just stay in jail.
I don't want to stay in jail.
A, so you chose A.
Yeah.
Okay.
But can I do PHP from home?
I don't know about that. They said recommended sober living, right?
It would be my recommendation. Some treatment facilities do allow them to stay at home for PHP. However, it would be my recommendation that for the 28 days that he's in PHP, that he just stay at their facility, and then it can be a discussion with his treatment team when he moves down to IOP to move back home.
Well, let's just see how it works. Go ahead and let him do his PHP and reside at home with testing. And if you test positive, then that's it.
All right.
And they have to be able to find a place that will permit that.
All right.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Number is 22CR39886. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Mr. Krebs is present today without an attorney. The state is represented by Teresa Hyatt. There's been a report of a violation of your probation, Mr. Krebs. The allegations are that you failed to engage in court-ordered partial hospitalization program treatment at Lumiere Healing Centers, that you failed to appear for an order to report, which caused a warrant to be issued. And on May 7, 2026, when you were apparently arrested, you were positive for fentanyl, methamphetamine, amphetamine, marijuana. Sounds like an autopsy report.
Your Honor, the recommendation in this case is prison, and quite frankly, looking at the notes from the Ms. Lilliford while she was supervising this defendant, I mean, he just has done horribly on community control. I mean, he had positive screens. The minute he was released, he cut his monitor off. He goes to the hospital after swallowing methamphetamine when he got arrested on that warrant. And And then he flees, takes out all of his IVs and flees from Bethesda North when he was taken there because he had swallowed the methamphetamine. He refused to do an assessment to be completed by Lumiere. He never engaged in treatment when he was told to do treatment at Lumiere. He failed to get in, officer was unable to get in contact with him. Earlier this year, he failed to report to her. Warrant had to be issued for him. I mean, he just has this history of absconding and not following through with basically anything. Every chance he gets that we release him, he is gone. And so, quite frankly, I feel like a prison is the appropriate and the only choice, in my opinion, at this point. He has 171 days of jail time credit on the possible. I did not look to see if you. I don't know. I don't think he would have.
36 months is
Right, yeah, I don't think we picked him on like a particular month, so that, yes, so on 36 months, so he has plenty of time hanging over his head.
Thank you. Is there anything you want to say?
Not really. I've just been in a hard time ever since I lost my mom. Then I lost my baby mom right afterwards to overdose, and it's just been hard on me. And I ain't been able to see my kids. And I finally got to talk to my daughter yesterday for the first time in almost a year. And I don't know. I need help. I know that.
You do, but the problem is when we find help for you, you don't engage in it.
Well, the problem with me going to the Lumiere is when I got released, I had to walk all the way to where I was going to stay, which was in Morrow. And then when I got there, I couldn't get a ride nowhere. And I just gave up because I started taking care of my uncle that got his leg amputated. And I just gave up.
Okay. You think there's any hope for you?
Yeah. I don't want to use no more. This is the first time I actually been dope sick, and I can't do it.
Okay, I'm inclined to send you to the STAR program. They'll help you get on your feet. I understand if you don't have a car and you don't have all the basic necessities of life, it's kind of difficult, very difficult. But you got to start somewhere. If I send you to prison, I don't know, I've never been, but I don't think there's a chance that you're going to do any better when you come out of prison. You might, some people do, without a doubt, but programming, you have to wait in line for a long time for help. Sometimes just being around other people who are in your shoes will help open your eyes.
Can I try Lumiere? Like actually go to the program instead of doing the PHP?
Well, we gave you that opportunity.
I don't want to do the PHP. I just want to go to the program.
Well, I'll send you to the STAR program.
Okay, I just don't want to end up like the other dude that got in a fight. Because I heard that everybody that goes there gets kicked out.
Well, that's not true. Some people do. They're strict. But you have to learn to control yourself. And if people pick on you and bully you, I'm sure there's ways to deal with that. Not everybody there is a victim. So STAR program is where you're going, and if you can't finish that, then you'll go to prison. If you do finish that, then I think life will get better for you. I hope it does. You've been in front of me many times. You're a likable guy. You don't seem to be a dangerous guy. I haven't looked at your record, but you've got to make a decision. That you're starting at the bottom, and you need to pull yourself up. All right. Good luck.
Your Honor, would you like a monitor after his release from STAR?
Yes, 30 days.